My name is Maurice Ramsey, and welcome to the District Department of the Environment's Workshop. What we're here to do today is to pass on some information to you about your utility bill. Because one thing, we're starting to find that a lot of people in the district are wasting their energy. And when I say wasting your energy, I don't mean that's something that you're doing deliberately. It's just the fact that as homes in the district get older, things don't fit quite the same. And things will start cracking over time, things separate and deteriorate, and could be losing your energy in some of those areas. Sometimes people can put their hands around windows in certain areas and feel air coming through those windows. And if you have that problem, folks, you can bet your energy is going out the window the same way that air is coming in. So that's what we're talking about, wasting your energy. Also, some people can also do the same things with their front doors. They can put their hands around certain areas of that door and feel air coming through. Now, if you have that type of problem, you know you got to be losing your energy around your home. Some people even stand at their front door and can look down and even see the outside from the inside. Now, if you have that problem, you know that you're losing a lot of energy in your home. So, there's a number of things that you can do, folks, to keep from losing that energy in your home. And if you really want to, you can cut your energy bills in half. I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but it's a fact. I'm going to give you an idea what I'm talking about. Has anybody in here ever put plastic on their windows before? Okay, well nowadays plastic for your windows comes a little differently than it has in the past. It comes with these adhesive strips. In the past you would probably use tape to seal this window. But they have plastic with a adhesive that goes around the whole frame of the window. Once you've applied these adhesive strips around the frame of your window, you would want to cut the plastic where it overlaps those strips. You would like it to overlap about 1 inch on each side, top and bottom, because once you've cut the plastic to the size you need, you're going to lock it in with this strip right here. And these two work just together like a sandwich bag, folks. And once you complete this all the way around, you're going to have a nice tight fit on this window and no air will be able to come through. But here's the unique part about this type of system. Let's say that you wanted to open this window and let some fresh air in your home. Or maybe you burned something on your stove. Well, if your windows were taped up, you'd have to tear this down just to open this window. With this type of system, all you would need to do is remove the bottom strip. Then you lift the two sides up halfway or as far as you want to open that window. You fold the plastic up like this, reseal it back on both sides. Then you have access to this window. And maybe that evening or whenever you're ready to close it back again, you just do it the same way and reseal it back. So folks, if you have these kind of problems around your windows, get some plastic until you can get those windows replaced. Don't continue letting your energy flow out those windows. Same way with your front doors. If you have areas of the door that you're losing energy around, you need to put some weather stripping around the frame of that door. Weather stripping comes in different sizes and thicknesses. You can get weather stripping at any of the home improvement stores in the area. It generally comes with adhesive on one side where you would cut this to the size that you need, apply it around the frame of your door on all 3 sides, and that should seal in a lot of that air that's coming into your home. And more importantly, it's going to keep your energy in your house. Now, sometimes people's doors don't fit at all. And you might have space up under the bottom of that door. Well, they have different things that you could put on the bottom of that door to keep your energy in your home. For instance, this is what we call a door sweep. This would go on the very bottom of that door. They have other type of things that can fit on the bottom of the door. They have things that can fit on the base of the door. But this has adhesive on the back. And what you would need to do is cut this to the size of your door, remove this adhesive strip and place this on the very bottom of that door so that when you open and close that door, this gently brushes the floor, but it's on the floor enough to keep air from coming in up under that door, but more importantly, it's going to keep your energy in your house. These are called compact fluorescent light bulbs. Some people refer to them as energy-saving light bulbs, but the correct name is compact fluorescent. And these bulbs use a fraction of the energy that those other bulbs that we've been using all our lives. 100 watts, it does not burn 100 watts. This bulb only uses 23 watts of power compared to the other bulbs that we use, where they actually use 100 watts. I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let's say that you and I were living side by side each other. I'm over in my house. I've been using those bulbs that have been around all our lives. And I'm using 100-watt bulbs all over the house. 100 in the basement, 100 in the kitchen. I got a ceiling fan that's got 4 of these in one spot. 100, 100, 100, 100. Now you're over in your home, you're using these bulbs, not those old bulbs. And these bulbs only use 23 watts of power, but you have the same amount of space that I have in my home. But you're only using 23, 23, 23. You have that same ceiling fan, 100, where I had 100, this is 23, 23, 23, 23. Over a year's time, do you realize how much energy you can save just by using these light bulbs compared to those other light bulbs? So think about changing the way you light your homes, folks. Now, some people seem to think that these bulbs are expensive, but they're not. It just depends on what type of consumer you are and what kind of value you want to get for your dollar. Because you could go to different places in town like the Sam's Club, BJ's, Costco's, and they offer these bulbs at a very reasonable price. And these bulbs are going to last you 7 years at least, possibly even 9. But you'll get a long life out of these bulbs. So think about changing the way you like. Our homes are full of appliances. They run up our bills sky high. Some appliances cost more than others, and some of us have more appliances than others. And what I'm talking about is like TVs, stereos, microwaves, air conditioners, refrigerators, wash machines, dryers. The list can go on and on, but it depends on how much stuff you have and how you treat those things in your home is how much energy they're going to cost. I'm going to focus in on the most expensive appliance that you have in your home, which is your refrigerator. Then the reason why I say it's the most expensive appliance in your home is because this appliance is plugged in 24/7, and the next reason is that this thing has the largest motor you're going to find in your home. Washing machine, dryer, it's bigger than all of those things. But there's a way to keep the cost down on this refrigerator. And how you want to do that is by keeping the coils on your refrigerator clean. All refrigerators have copper coils on them because that is what the refrigerant runs through to keep this thing cold. You need to keep those coils clean because the cleaner they are, the more efficient your refrigerator will run. Now, did you hear that? My motor just kicked in. And the reason why it just kicked in is because I'm standing here with the door open and I have changed the temperature on the inside now. And now the motor has come on to get that temperature back to where I originally had it set. But if those coils are dirty, that motor's going to run for a long time and it's going to run your bill up sky high. Remember, folks, I said that this is the largest motor you're going to find in your home. So, what you're going to need to do first of all is turn your refrigerator off. Once you have turned your refrigerator off, you're going to drop this little screen here. Now, if that would be at the base of your refrigerator. Now, if you do not have a screen at the base of your refrigerator, that would mean your copper coils are located in the rear. But you're going to have them, and more than likely, they're going to be coated with dust. It's no reflection on what kind of housekeeper you are. It's just the fact that those coils attract dust like a magnet, and it's going to be caked on there. So you're going to need to clean those, because the cleaner those coils, the more efficient your refrigerator will run. So once you've turned your refrigerator off, you're going to drop that screen. Once you have dropped that screen, you're going to need a brush similar to this. You can pick this up from us on your way out. In this screen, with this brush, there comes a spray, which you need to spray on those copper coils to break that dust down. Once you've sprayed those coils, you're going to use this brush to clean them. Once that's done, you can put the screen back, turn the refrigerator back on, and you're ready to go. So folks, oh, by the way, if you have someone in your home that just goes to the refrigerator and stands there trying to figure out what they want to get out of the refrigerator, tell them to get what they need out of there and close that door, because opening the refrigerator and having that door open is going to change that temperature and it's going to keep your motor running. So keep those coils clean, you can keep the cost of that operation down, and you save you some money. So folks, there are so many things that you could do around your home. I can't say it enough. You can lower your energy cost, and it's up to you how far you want to go with that. So try to do whatever you can to keep that cost down. Now, we also have a website that you can go to and get more information about how to save on your energy bills. Our website is DDOE, the District Department of the Environment, and we have a lot of helpful information on there how to keep your energy costs down. Also, Pepco has a very good website, and Washington Gas has an equally good website. So folks, don't continue wasting the energy that you're paying for in your home. Try to do whatever you can to keep that cost down, because it is a doable situation and you can save yourself quite a bit of money just by trying to conserve the energy that you're paying for in your home.
My name is Charles Satterfield. I'm with the District Department of the Environment, and I'm here to discuss renewables and going green and energy efficiency. Renewables and renewable energy is energy that is naturally occurring. For instance, solar, wind, geothermal, all of those different types of energy happen without us having to pay for them. Some of the technologies that we use to harness these type of energies are solar panels, or the technical term for that would be photovoltaic panels or PV panels. You've also seen wind turbines or windmills. Those windmills, wind turbines both harness wind energy, okay, and geothermal and also hydroelectric. On the efficiency front, hopefully you have already switched from incandescents to CFLs, as my colleague Mr. Ramsey has already discussed with you why you shouldn't use incandescents and why we should be promoting CFLs. One of the most energy efficient products on the market are LEDs. LEDs, also called light emitting diodes. That's the most energy efficient form of lighting, and that's displayed here. Okay, this is great for spotlighting. They sell LEDs that you can put in closets to help illuminate the closet without actually having to turn on a light. They work great for night lights if you have children, and instances like that. These use about 1 to 2 watts versus 20 watts or sometimes even 100 watts. Okay, so they're way more efficient and they're going to save you more money. All right. The other thing that we want to discuss are surge protectors. I know a lot of you all have surge protectors. We have everything plugged in them. One of the things that we contribute to is actually vampire usage. Okay, so vampire usage are the things that we use and plug in. For instance, lights, cameras, phones, phone chargers, PCs, laptops, all of these things that we keep plugged in and that we forget about. Well, when they are turned off, or often what we put them in the sleep mode, they're just steadily using power, okay? And you are paying for that, okay? So one of the things that we're going to talk about is the Smart Strip. Smart Strip works very similar to a surge protector, but it has this added feature. It helps you prioritize your plug load, okay? One of the things that I kind of got in trouble for was being energy friendly and working with the Department of the Environment. I used to go around turning off things. So I turned off the DVR. Well, I got in trouble for that because my wife kind of came after me because Grey's Anatomy wasn't taped or something like that, okay? So this saved my life. Hopefully it saved yours. The red and the blue represent constant hot plugs, okay? So in my story, my DVR will be plugged into the constant hot, meaning if I turn off this, or if this unit shuts itself off, this or these sections will always remain on, okay? Everything else, like, your television or your VCR that you're not using can be plugged in these outlets here. The cool thing about this is it notices the reduction in energy consumption. So if your television is plugged into these outlets here, let's say it's using 30 to 70 watts of power, the moment you turn it off, it uses 10 watts. Well, this plug senses that and will automatically switch it off. So that stops us from having to remember to actually turn off this unit. It will do it for us. Getting back to renewables, we have some examples of renewables. As I mentioned to you earlier, solar panels, or the technical term for that would be PV panels or photovoltaic panels, is represented here. And this harnesses the sun's energy and turns it into electricity and allows us to use it. This unit here actually works great as a generator, okay? So in instances where you may lose power during a heavy storm, this generator here will provide power to your lights or smaller devices like cell phones or radios, so that you can keep in touch with emergency broadcasts that may go on and alert you to danger, okay? The other thing that we have here is called a WESA, okay? It is a kinetic-driven unit. Kinetic is energy that is derived by your own human power, or by motion, okay? So essentially what you would do, it replaces the hand crank mode, right? So you just step on this, okay? So roughly 50 footsteps would charge lights, right? It will charge your phone, and it will also charge the internal battery so that you can use it for roughly, I'd say, about 1 to 2 hours. It'll give constant power, okay? But we don't want to leave children out, right? Okay, so we want people to know that renewable energy can also be utilized in other forms, like the juice bag, okay? So I know children walk around with these type of book bags, to carry their work in. Well, this bag here has a solar panel built into the bag, okay? And it will harness roughly 5 watts of solar energy, okay? Why is that useful? Well, if your children have PlayStation portables, if they have cell phones, if they have any handheld device, that bag will charge it free. So let's say an average bus ride From their school to their house is about an hour, hour and a half. By the time they get home, their PSP, their cell phone, your cell phone will be completely charged, and it's charged for free. That's the appeal for these renewables, is that you can use them for free, and they naturally occur every day. So let's try to introduce more renewables in our life, and as always, let's try to go green.